Yes, you'll actually never get fluent until you stop whatever is going on inside of your head that is worrying, stressing, thinking about when am I going to get fluent? When am I going to get to whatever level, A1, B2, C2, whatever. It's not about that, okay? It's about something else. And I'm going to dive straight into it starting from now. But first, I'm going to tell you more about my story, why I'm, I guess, qualified to talk about these topics here. So, I know and I've learned, I guess, it's more than six languages. Well, it depends a little bit what you mean by learning. Maybe you could draw a line between learning and acquiring a language, and then maybe I haven't learned six plus language, or maybe, well, is your native language? Do you learn it? Do you acquire it? It's a very interesting topic to discuss, but I'll keep it separate from for the purpose of keep keeping this video streamlined as much as possible, I guess. So when it comes to my languages, I've learned several European languages. The I guess one of them is Italian. The other one is Spanish, French, German, Swedish. Well, actually English too. And yes, when it comes to learning languages, I've learned that when it comes to stressing out, it doesn't work really. What works is just enjoying the process and making sure you, I guess, gamify the process as much as possible. And I can explain more on that later. But first, maybe I will touch on the fact that when it comes to enjoying the process, what I mean is not that you should be happy about it, but as I said, it's more about the logic behind it. You don't have to be happy, you don't have to be smiling while you're doing it or anything like that. You just need to find an optimal way of learning that doesn't require you to be stressed about it. That's pretty simple, right? So the only reason that I found throughout my more than a decade long language learning journey would be to actually have your legitimate reason why you are actually learning that language, because if you don't have a reason, a strong reason why, maybe you want to move to that country, you want to, I don't know, you want to be a singer, you need that language, you want to be able to chat with natives, you want to maybe flex your language skills, sound like maybe a native. That's a little bit of an ambitious goal, but still could be done. Still could be done, of course. Depends on your motivation. Maybe your ambition is just to be able to order food fluently enough while you're abroad on your vacation, and that's a valid reason too. But then you know definitely don't need to be stressing out. There is no reason to do that because that's quite straightforward and simple to learn the basics. You don't need to be talking about philosophy, engineering, space, rocket science, whatever. So the main point I'm trying to make is yes, you need to find the reason. Without the reason, there's not going to be a chance that you're actually going to enjoy the process all throughout. So when it comes to learning, maybe the basics, vocabulary, some grammar, and actually when you know enough of it to start actively using that language in whichever ways maybe fits your personality. Maybe you're a more introverted type of a person and you like reading by yourself, listening to podcasts, whatever. Or maybe you're more of an extroverted type. You like to talk to people, share your experiences, and so on. So it depends a little bit what the process could look like. But the main, I guess, point, besides that you need to have a reason, is in order to enjoy the process, you need to have a reason. But Your a reason doesn't guarantee that you're gonna do it in the right way. You still might be pushing yourself like I need to learn this amount, this much within X time. Doesn't doesn't really work. I mean, it works, but that it's not going to be a nice process, and you're just going to be, well, basically shooting yourself in the foot, if I might be frank like that with you. um, because it's a long journey. Learning a language to a proficient enough degree is not going to be exactly easy if you're not enjoying every step of the way. That's why you need to find exactly how and why, as I said before, why and how, in that order, how you're going to do this. Otherwise, you might not fail, but it might take maybe, in order to learn how to speak fluent Spanish, instead of it being, let's say, very realistically 2 years or less, depending on your background, motivation. Well, motivation is another topic. If you watch my previous videos, you know more about it, I guess. It depends. That's what I'm trying to say. So, this whole thing, how to find this reason and how to keep not pushing, but to keep enjoying the process, to learn by basically playing and toying around with the language as much as possible, stress free, all of that is exactly how you're going to learn your new language that you want to learn. Good luck.